I welcome you all in the class of social science. Today we are having geography topic. The number of the chapter is 4 and the name of the chapter is agriculture. So students, get ready. We are going to start the chapter agriculture today. So firstly we will know what is agriculture. Students, you all are familiar with this term, that the art and science of cultivating soil, raising crops and rearing livestock, including fishing and forest also. So this is known as agriculture. Fine, we are having a different types of agriculture here. We will discuss them in detail. So in this regard, we are having first type of agriculture. You can see on the screen also there are different types of farming. Firstly, we are having primitive farming. Second, we are having intensive, and third one we are having commercial farming. Students, you can have a question that what is primitive subsistence farming, as we know that it's the first one, and second we are having intensive, and third we are having commercial. You can ask the question like which are based on the features of different farming. So whenever you will ask the question that what is primitive farming, so you have to answer in this way. I am just telling you that a farming in which the main production is consumed by the farmer's household is known as subsistence farming. Fine. So in which the main production is consumed by the farmer's household is known as subsistence farming or primitive farming. So now we will do the features of primitive farming. First feature we are having in this regard is the old technology and traditional implements are used. Yes, students, in primitive farming old technology is used, old we can say that the traditional implements are there, old tools are used. Fine. Second, we are having agricultural fields are small and farmers possess scattered land holdings. Okay, so in this type of farming, the farmers are having small plots. Fine. Or we can say that what are the production they are doing? They are just doing for their own family. Okay, for their own family. So agriculture fields are small and farmers possess scattered land holdings. Third, we are having most of the farmers are poor and do not use fertilizers and HYV seeds. We can add this in our feature also in primitive subsistence farming, that no HYV seeds. So what is the meaning of HYV seeds? HYV seeds means like a high yielding variety seeds. So they are not used in primitive subsistence farming because the farmers are so poor and they do not use the fertilizers also, and they don't use HYV seeds. You can have a question in the 1 mark also, that what is the full form of HYV. Fine. So full form of HYV is high yielding variety seeds. Fine. So next we are having, next feature in this regard we are having, the overall productivity is very low. Whatever the production is there due to primitive is very low here. As I told you, whatever the production is there, they just doing the production for their own family needs. Fine. So no commercial selling is over there in primitive farming. Whenever you will get a question that what are the features of it, old tools are used, no HYV seeds are used, no technology is used, labor is very less, patches of small lands are there. Fine. So students, it was all about the primitive subsistence farming. So next type of farming we are having intensive farming. Fine. So definitely we will do the features of intensive also. Firstly, I'll just tell you what is intensive farming. You can have a 1 mark question also in this regard, that what is intensive farming. So whenever you will get this question, you have to answer in this way, like it is the type of farming in which the agriculture production is increased by using scientific methods and better agricultural inputs. Fine. So we are having lots of features about this intensive farming. First feature we are having, in this type of farming, HYV seeds and modern inputs are used to increase the production. Second feature we are having, more than one crop is cultivated during a year. Third, we are having, it is practiced in thickly populated areas only. Fourth, the per hectare yield is very high. Clear? So this was all about the features of intensive farming. So whenever you will get a question that what is the intensive farming, you have to answer it is a type of farming in which the agriculture production is increased by using scientific methods and better agriculture inputs. Features we have to also tell about the same, like HYV seeds are used, and different methods of practicing are there. Next we are having students, last and third type of agriculture, or we can say that a farming, we are having commercial farming. Fine, commercial farming, if we want to have a definition of it, commercial farming is a farming in which the production is there not for their own use, not for consuming, it's for selling purpose, for trade. Fine. So we are having lots of features also about this farming, that in which we can say that commercial agriculture is that which is in which crops are grown for trade, for selling purpose. Second, we can write in this regard, like this is practiced on large farms. Third, this is capital intensive also, large capital is required in commercial farming. And fourth, we are having modern technology and implements are used. Modern tools can be used, modern technologies are used, machines are used in farming. Fine. So we are having commercial farming in which lots of HYV seeds are used, techniques, tools are used, large labor is required. This we can also make a one feature, that large labor or high skilled labor is required. Students, you must know these terms which are there on the screen, that what is agriculture I have already defined at the beginning of the chapter, and you must know what is sericulture. Sericulture means rearing of silkworms for the production of silk is called sericulture. Fine. Next we are having horticulture. Horticulture means it is a branch of agriculture that deals with certain features involving the growth of fruits, flowers and vegetables. And the next is not on the screen, that is pisciculture. Pisciculture means breeding of fishes. Fine. And one more is there, that is viticulture. That is also not on the screen. Viticulture means we can say that growing of grapes. Fine. Growing of grapes for particular, we can say that making of wines. Fine. So such type of culture in which the grapes are grown, especially we can say that in that term we can say that a term that we can use the particular name for that term is viticulture. Fine. So one we are having agriculture, sericulture, horticulture, pisciculture related to fishes, viticulture related to growing of grapes. Let's move to the next topic, that what are the main seasons of farming in our India. So students, there are 3 seasons of farming in our India. Mainly we are having Rabi, Kharif and Zaid. Okay, you all are familiar about these two, Rabi and Kharif. Zaid is a new term for you. So Rabi season, we can say it is an agricultural cropping season from November to May. Wheat, gram and oil seeds, some of the crops are there. You can see on the screen also wheat, oat, chickpea, mustard, almond and broccoli. Fine. Next we are having Kharif crops. Fine, means Kharif season. Okay, on the screen you can see Kharif crops are there. Whenever you will get the question what is Kharif season, so it is an agriculture cropping season from early June to October. Fine. So what are the main crops are there which are grown in Kharif season? We are having rice, millets, maize, okay, jute, etc. Fine. Next we are having the particular season, third season, that is Zaid. Okay, so Zaid season, whenever you will get the question that what is Zaid season, it's a third season. These are we can say that are the crops which are grown between Rabi and Kharif crops is come under Zaid season. Fine. So these are the crops which are sown between the Rabi and the Kharif crops. In this type of season we are having crops like watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber and vegetables are some examples of Zaid crops. Fine. So whenever you will get the question what is Zaid crops, these are the crops. This is the season which comes between the Rabi and the Kharif. This is known as Zaid season, and the crops are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables and some examples of we can say that bitter gourd also. Student, let's move to the next topic. What is slash and burn agriculture? Okay, as the name tells us, slash and burn. So under the slash and burn agriculture, farmers, what they do, they clear a patch of land. How they clear? By burning itself. Okay, so they grow crops for some years on that patch of land and then move to the new patch. Okay, the farmer having a their view about such type of farming, that continuously if they will grow crops on the same land, its fertility will be lost. So they keep that land, they left that land for some time, and after production, suppose they growing a production on particular land, and after the or we can say that after cutting the crops from that land, they burn that land. They are having a viewpoint about it, that after burning it, it will gain their fertility again. Fine. So whenever you will get the question what is slash and burn farming, you have to answer under the slash and burn agriculture. Farmers clear a patch of land, they grow crops for some years on the patch of land and then move to the new patch. Okay, this type of farming is known by different local names also. Slash and burn farming, if we talk about Assam and Meghalaya, such type of farming is known as a zooming over there. Okay, so next we are having Manipur. In Manipur, slash and burn farming is known by the name Pamluo. Okay, it's Pamluo, Pamlou. Third, we are having Chhattisgarh, Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In this, slash and burn farming is known by the name. The name is DIPA, DIPA. Fine. Now let's move to the next topic, that what is plantation agriculture. Fine. So what is plantation agriculture? This is a type of agriculture which involves growing and processing of a single cash crop purely meant for sale. Okay, so rubber, tea, coffee, spices, coconut and fruits are some of the important crops which come under the category of plantation agriculture. You can have a 3 marks question also, what is plantation agriculture? Fine. So we are having some features also related to this plantation agriculture. First feature is, it is a single crop farming. Only single crop is grown in plantation agriculture. Fine, whether it can be rubber, it can be tea, it can be coffee, it can be spices, but single crop is there. Second, it is a capital intensive farming. For example, a huge amount of capital is required for plantation agriculture. Third, we are having, it needs vast estates, managerial ability, technical know-how, sophisticated machinery, fertilizers, good transport facilities and factory for processing also. Third feature we are having in this regard is, we can say that a fourth one. 3 we have already covered. First was, it was single crop farming. Second, capital intensive farming. Third, it needs vast estates, managerial ability also. Fourth feature we are having, this type of agriculture has developed in areas of northeastern India, sub-Himalayan region, West Bengal and Nilgiri also. Fine. So this was all about the features of plantation agriculture. It's a very, very important topic of the agriculture chapter. Fine. So you can have a 3 marks question, that what is a plantation agriculture, what are the crops are there which are under the plantation agriculture, and what are the features of plantation agriculture. So this was all about this topic.